Right then, just a Humpday update here. I'm rolling out of the lake house on my way down to southern Wisconsin to work on this Samsung refrigerator. My first call up in the Wicked Witch of the North's area, that turned out to be nothing. I was kind of not looking forward to it because I was supposed to put a door on a refrigerator that was scratched and look at a icing problem in the freezer. So I get there and the lady's like, I don't know why you're putting a door on. There's nothing wrong with the door that's on here. And I looked at it and I said, yeah, you're right. So I'm not putting a door on. And the icing problem in the freezer, the frost, was one of the gaskets, or the freezer door gasket wasn't lined up right and it wasn't sealing properly. So I made some minor adjustments to that and all is well. So that was easy peasy. But as I've been driving, I've been thinking about the upcoming weekend and the projects that I want to get done. And I thought, you know what? Since I got the van, since I'm down by the turd, I might as well take my lunch break, go to Menards, and get one of the sections of countertop and haul it to the turd for free. And that way it won't get damaged, it won't get scratched, it won't get dented. It'll be in the back of the van here, wrapped up in a blanket. It'll all be good, right? So that's what I'm going to do. But I didn't think of this plan this morning, so I didn't have my little piece of paper with my measurements on it. So I had to swing by the lake house and pick that up. Well, while I was there, I thought, you know what? Let's take one of these log beams that I pre-stained. Let's take one of those down there in the van as well. That way that doesn't get all banged up. You know what? Since I'm going down to the Wassa shop to pick up the compressor and stuff for this refrigerator, why don't I bring down this toboggan that I got that's all full of the tchotchke bullshit that I pulled out of the yard that I'm going to throw in the dumpster. So that's in the van here. Oh, you know what? There's this big cardboard box sitting there that I can use it to pack stuff up at the lake house. Let's bring that along. So maximizing the trip, right? So I'm rolling down now. Well, anyway, on the way out, remember you heard me talk about my neighbors Tim and Karen. I haven't seen hide nor hair of them in over a month, if not more. No activity at the house. Normally he's out in the yard, he's doing stuff, he's got stuff going on, she's out there with him. I haven't seen lights on in the house at night. His truck is parked along the side of his pole garage with a sunshade in the window. I honestly thought they had taken a trip out west or something. They were going to be gone for months or something. And I was just about to text and find out if they were okay. Well, as I was driving out of the lake house today, Karen was wearing a bright fluorescent pink shirt. She was hard to miss. She was out in the yard doing something. So I wheeled in there real quick. I said, are you guys okay? And she goes, oh, you haven't heard, huh? And I said, who's going to tell me? Tim's got Lyme's disease. Yeah. He came down with a weird form of Lyme's disease that they never found a tick on him. It doesn't have the traditional bullseye rash. It was a different kind of rash. And it spread. That rash showed up in blotches all over his body. And then his feet started to go numb, his hands were numb, his legs were numb. Yeah, so she took him in and got him diagnosed. And he has Lyme's disease. So he's in the hospital right now. They also found a different kind of fungal infection in him as well. They did a spinal tap, I guess. Oh, that is brutal. And they found this fungal infection that's running through his body as well. So he's in rehab right now. He's in the hospital. So wow, that explains it. But he's on the home stretch, I guess. It's now apparently curable and treatable. So he's coming out of the woods. But holy crap, isn't that good? And they don't know how he got it. She said they never found a tick on him or anything like that. So what? So that happened. But I'm heading down to Central now to pick up this compressor. I'm going to offload this garbage. And then I'm going to make my way down to the turd. And actually, I'm going to take my lunch break and go to Menards because it's right there. Grab the countertop. And then make my way down to the turd and drop that stuff off. And then make my way down to the job site for the refrigerator. And who knows, it might be as simple as, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the guy that diagnosed it doesn't know how to diagnose refrigeration. It might be as simple as the start relay on the compressor burned up, and I put a new start relay on. I got him here in the van, and away it goes. And then I got a rather easy day, and I'm most definitely going to go home. My ass is kind of dragging today. I'm kind of drowsy and tired. So I'm going to go home and take a nap. So I got plenty of energy to pour the coals to Scrunchy later. And yeah, I won't try to pad the time clock today. So that's just a Humpday update. Collie chimed in. She broke her ankle a while back, and she's having all kinds of major complications. She's now got neuropathy in her ankle. She's going to rehab. She's one of these people that follows doctor's orders to the letter. If the doctor told her to drink cyanide, she probably would drink cyanide. So I told her straight up, the therapy that she's getting for this ankle, they screwed something up. They were overly aggressive, and she heard something snap in her ankle when they were twisting and doing the therapy routine, and she's been messed up ever since. I said, stop going to therapy. Dr. Kenny says stop going to therapy. Therapy is bullshit. It only works for certain situations. In other situations, like hers, it can actually hurt you, as evident by what happened to Collie. So when my ex-wife broke her ankle years ago, she started going to therapy as well, and the same sort of thing happened. They were overly aggressive with it, and she's been having problems with her ankle ever since. Now, they had to put her ankle back together with plates and screws and pins and shit. So that's part of what's complicating the wife. But I told Collie, I said, stop going to therapy. Do your own therapy. You know, just walk up and down the road, you know, every day. Take your ankle and twist it around like this. Bend it down, bend it up, bend it down. Rotate it in circles. You'll be just fine. So, doctor's orders. But yeah, so she gave me an update on that. But all right, that's all I got for an update. So we'll talk to you soon.